Brian here. Quick update on the Kubota. If you watched my previous video, I did mention the Kubota, but this is really a Kubota update video, and just a quick peek of my plans for the Kubota and what I plan on doing. And I do need some help from a few people for sourcing some parts that I will need for the Kubota. So if you do know how to get the parts, I prefer send me a personal message. I'm not responding to comments because of Google+. So a quick update on the Kubota. As I mentioned in the previous video, I've just changed the oil. I put a new filter, obviously, and got a new spark plug. For a while, this thing would not run. It was not firing properly, and it turned out it was the spark plug. It's not the original spark plug from when Pug had it. I had swapped it with the other Kohler. 1 second here. Hey, get out of there. Dog in the shop. You don't belong in there. Anyways, I had already swapped the plug, but it had fouled out. So I got a brand new battery. I don't know if I mentioned that at all yet. Brand new battery in here. It fires up real nice and good. It's running pretty good. But my plans to lower this, I'm probably going to flip the front axle. That's my idea with the front. I'm probably going to end up flipping it and basically flip it and spin it around so I get the arm lined up correctly. I'm going to have to cut the arm and flip it over so it will line back up with the arm on there to steer with the Dewey. How Bill's T-Max would say, line up back up with the Dewey. Anyways, with the back end, my idea is, I believe I mentioned this before, but I need some help sourcing a couple parts. So you can see I got this plate here that's holding the rear end. It's stock. So my idea is I'm going to cut it off of here. Not really cut it, just cut the welds. Take it off there and move it from here up to here, which will in turn lower the tractor, the thickness of the frame, which is about 2.5 inches. And that's pretty much as low as I really want this thing to be. Because I still want this thing to be capable off-roading. That's my main idea. This is going to be dual purpose. It's going to be fast, and it's going to be relatively capable off-road. I do have the GT 6000, which will eventually be an off-roading tractor. It's going to be getting a diesel eventually. But that's my idea. I'm going to lower it like that. I found the bearings that I need, the flat mount bearings, similar to what Pug has on his Ford. But the shaft, I'm just need an idea of where to get the shaft from. Any ideas? Can I get it at Princess Auto or what? I don't know where. I don't believe Pug mentioned where he got his shaft from for his. So, also, by lowering it to 2.5 inches, I may end up having to go forward a bit. I don't know yet. I'm not changing my gas tank, obviously. So, it's roughly 2.5 inches that's going to be lowered in the back end. Which, the stance of it already isn't bad. So, the front end will be lowered quite a bit more. And I think it's going to have a kind of cool look. The only downside is it's going to limit me to only be running 18s, which isn't a huge deal. I got 18-inch turfs on here right now. The 20s I had on here did not look right. So I got these 18s on here. These are not the stock 18s. The stock 18s are actually still stuck on the axle. So anyways, I took this out for a spin earlier. Ran relatively good. I can't wait for some more snow to go snow drifting. As you guys know, the rear end is locked in this. So it is pretty fun. So anyways, that's just a quick update on this. So I don't know when I'm going to start this next project. I may start it sooner than the spring, or I might start it after the spring. I got the money to do it, but it's just finding the time to do it. That's the hard thing. And I just got to figure out a couple more things underneath. I got to take this rear pan off again. Figure out when I lower it, make sure that there's nothing major in the way that's going to block me from putting my jack shaft in. So mainly I need some assistance on finding where can I get the actual shaft from. And if anyone has any ideas on to find all the parts, like all the parts in one shop basically. And basically order them, get them all in at once, and then I know everything will fit, so on and so forth. So, because I found the bearings, but I have an idea on where to get the pulleys, but if anyone knows where to get everything all at once, please let me know. But the clutch seems to be working good on this still. I haven't burned it up yet. Also, by running the jack shaft, I'll be able to get a much better pulley ratio The only problem I'm really having on this is my brakes. They're really non-existent. Need new brake pads. Also, it still has the governor. I do still plan on removing the governor, but I don't want to over rev the engine. I'm actually thinking about an idea using the stock throttle. Basically, you pull this up here like that, and it will pull back on the throttle and basically eliminate the governor. And then you'll still use your gas pedal, but this will basically give it some more clearance, and it'll allow it to rev more. And then when you don't want to do like over rev like that, put it back down, and just use your gas pedal normally through the governor. So basically, pull it up, bypasses the governor, pull it back down, it uses the governor again. And I have no plans on changing the exhaust on this. Since I'm in a residential area, it runs pretty quiet, and it goes like snot. But faster is always better. So I'll talk to everyone later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment. And like I said before, don't forget to drive a Polaris.